So yeah, I went to the doctor's the other day and I said, have you got anything for wind? And he gave me a kite. No? You didn't like that one? Right, okay. Catch you later. Right, welcome back people. We have got work to do. As you can see, our money has gone down, what with buying the chickens, and we had to pay a little bit of property maintenance fee. But over here I spotted, it's one of these fellas, so we will grab that. So that's 1,000. Like I said before, there is only 12 of those on the map. I think we've grabbed 2 now, or is it 3? We'll find out in a second. Right, talking of the chickens, we do have some eggs already, which is awesome. So happy days. And just over there, we've literally walked past it, our sorghum field looks like it is ready to harvest, but we're not going to harvest that one just yet. Let's check on the chickens to see how they're doing. So yeah, the feed has gone down a bit, but that doesn't hold a lot, that chicken coop, we know that. We've only got 47 chickens in there. So what I would like to do is definitely try to harvest our oat field, because we're going to get straw off of that. And then hopefully at some point we'll be able to get a baler and bale that straw up. It makes sense to bale it all up in one go, both the fields. Contract wise, I don't think there's a great deal. I mean, there's some really good harvesting contracts there paying out, but that is potatoes, and there is no way we have got the equipment for that. Little ploughing one, it's only 100. That's probably a small field. Where is 7? Oh, it's right by us, look. Okay, maybe. What we will do though, we'll jump into the harvester, because this is where we left it. So we'll get this oat field done. Like I say, we will grab a baler at some point. Possibly, maybe this episode, shall we? I think we should do a bit more work in our own fields this time. Let's get that fired up. Now I think I've got straw swath enabled. Yes, we have. So again, not a huge amount coming off this field, and probably for the straw. Now the cheapest baler I could find, and the smallest, is 8,000, which is still quite a lot of money. I'm kind of regretting not giving myself a bit more money at the start of this series, because I really don't want it to be a struggle. Maybe the local government might help us out if it gets really bad. I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully we'll be okay. We're going to sell these oats straight away. I know we could probably wait a couple more months and get a little bit more. We'll check the prices anyway before we do decide what we're going to do with them. It's another beautiful morning here. So that field there looks like it's ready to go. That's probably in the harvesting contract list. And then obviously next door, that is our field as well. That's canola. Again, that can be harvested and sold at some point. Although, maybe not this episode. But I hope you guys are all enjoying this series so far. I certainly am. It's great to be back using all the small equipment. Those of you that know me quite well know I like using the small equipment. I think we will get away with a couple more passes after this one, won't it be? So these are pretty good sized fields, these two, which is why I kind of wanted to buy them and add them in. I wonder how our grass is growing up there. It's got to be at sort of the first growth stage, I would have thought. We'll have a look in a second. But that is already fully fertilised, so we don't need to do anything to that apart from mow it when the time comes. Now I don't think we're going to grab all of that in that pass, so we will split it like that, and then we're going to need tractor trailer, and we'll check the prices, because canola, if we do it maybe next month, most of the crops are around December, January, aren't they, for their prime amounts. I'll check in a second. We'll just do this last little strip. Happy days. Right. So there we go. We are done. Let's come out like that. We'll leave the engine running. Let's quickly check prices. So oats, they are going up, which is pretty good. Roughly about the same sort of price. But we're about almost 500 shy. So oats is actually January, canola 1800. So again, isn't it? I mean, normally I would say it's not a huge amount, but on this series it is quite a difference. So what would that be? October, they would be up there again. It's kind of a decision I need to make. I guess if we're not really desperate for it, we could put it into storage and then do a bit of a big sale come December, January. I mean, the only reason why I didn't do that with the wheat is because I wanted it for chicken feed, and with this sorghum as well, it's not going to be a huge amount coming off of there, so we will need to keep hold of that for chickens. Probably by the time we come around to harvest that field, they will need some more anyway, so we really should be looking at growing some more wheat or sorghum. Probably will go down the sorghum route because it is quicker to grow it. Don't really want to be buying chicken feed because then that is going to get expensive. Another thing we could do pretty soon is get ourselves a chainsaw, chop those, well, in fact those 3 trees down. That is going to be a bit of a mission though, because we've only got this little trailer, so it'll be a case of loading that up and then going over to the sawmill. But we haven't got far to go on this map anywhere, so it's pretty good. Oh, a little bit too much. There we go. So yeah, maybe we should probably just keep hold of this for a minute, and if we are really struggling then we will sell it. But let's turn that off. Let's jump into this little beauty. So let's head into our silo over here. Yeah, I think we will lease that baler actually. We're probably in a position where we can afford to lease it. Right, somewhere about here. There we go. So just over 1,000 litres, which is not a lot at all, is it? But we will need it. Are we ever going to get cows? I really hope so. Like I say, I do not want to be struggling too much on this series. I want it to be enjoyable for myself and for you guys. And I don't want it to be turned into, you know, a real struggle. Making it hard for us. Right, let's head back down. Oh, I expect we've got a bit of honey over there as well. Let's run over. Now here is where another problem is going to arise. Yes, we do. Look, we have a full pallet. Although I don't know whether this mod will stack that up. Another one. We'll find that out. Yeah, another problem we have got is the pallets of eggs and the honey we will not be able to pick up by hand. I do not have the liftable pallets mod installed, so that is going to be interesting. Interesting indeed. Right, what we'll do is we'll leave this trailer here. We have got the option to take the sides off of that trailer as well and turn it into like a little Bale trailer, which is pretty cool. Now let's go and speak to the shop people rather nicely. Turn the engine off. See if they've got this baler for us. Well, there she is. Lovely little baler. Happy days. And the good thing is, those bales that it will produce, we can pick up by hand. So again, that's going to mean a bit time consuming, going around, picking them all up, stacking them on our trailer. But that is what we have to do. So we haven't got a lot of choice. Oh, looks like their field's been limed. Someone's doing work around here. Yep, look, another wedge of cheese over there. So let's get baling. I think we'll start on this field because this was the first one we've done. It's got some weeds in it now, so it's looking a little bit worse for wear. So I think we need to unfold, fire it up. Ooh, that looks a bit vicious. And then off we go. I do have access to this land. How dare you? This is my land. I wonder how many bales we are actually going to get. I think they're 5. No, they're not. They're 400 litre bales. That is very tiny. We should be able to turn pretty good with this tractor. I absolutely love this tractor. With the wheel on the front like that, it just turns so easy. That's quite a big amount there. And again, lovely turn and circle. Shouldn't take us long to do these 2 fields. Quite a bit there as well. We'll come back for, in fact I'll go down that way I think. Now I'm not sure where the best place is to sell the straw. We will check, but we're not going to keep it because we're nowhere near needing it for cows or anything like that, so it's definitely not getting kept. So we will sell. But once we've got them all loaded up and stacked up, we should be able to get all of them on our trailer. He says. And then we'll need to do something with this field. Well, cultivate it, it will need it. I would really like to extend it before we do anything else to it, but I don't know if we'll be able to afford to get anything to get rid of the tree stumps. I guess it all depends on how much we actually make from the trees. They are nice big oak trees. They normally pay out pretty good, the oak trees. Right, there's a tiny little spot up there I've missed, which I'll grab now. Happy days. Let's head on down this way to the next field. The tractor is pulling very well. Right, I think our harvester's definitely in the way. Look at the big bump up we've got here. That is mad. That's kind of why we missed that little bit at the start when we first started harvesting, because it obviously bumped up and then just went over the top of the crop, so completely missed it. Right, we should be able to go down the next row and then we will jump out and move the harvester. Missed a little bit there as well. I'll come back for that. We'll try and get as much as we can, all of it. Apologies if I sound a little bit nasally. I don't know if that's a word or is the right word in this episode, but I do suffer with hay fever and that, but I thought it was far too early to get that. But it seems to be getting earlier and earlier, but I think this is actually to do with dust, because working over the weekend and today it's been a little bit dusty what we've been doing. I have been wearing a dust mask as well before anyone tells me off, but it seemed to have affected me. I don't know if it's got into sort of through my eyes or something like that, I'm not sure, but anything like that will trigger me off. Oh, really? That was harvested very quick. I didn't even see them. Well, I wasn't in the shop that long, was I? Blimey. Right, can we get round? Yes, we can. I don't know why there's a bin randomly out here. It's very odd, that. Maybe it's meant for road salt or something like that. That's what we're pretending it's for. But it is actually a bin. It's got to be. Right, so we're almost there, guys. I should be able to spin. Look at that. Easily. Right, any little bits like that we can pick up at the end. Looking good though. Nice amount of bales, I think. Right, there's a little bit over there. Let's lift it up so we can go a little bit quicker. There we go. That's another bit out. There's a little bit there. Lovely. And we'll grab this. Like so. Let's just come back. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, it'd be very good to actually own this baler at some point. Oh, there's a bale there. Because once we do sort of have sheep and we've got right, how do we, let's turn that off. Oh, there we go. I know it's one of them, L1, R1, something like that. That has worked. There's only 53 litres left in that baler, which is pretty good. So that is us done with the baler. We will return this to the shop, and we need to go next door and ask the kind people in the workshop if they can take the sides off of our trailer, because that is going to make it easier for us to stack the bales in. Pretty sure it has got tension straps if we do that. So I will get that done, and I will see you in a little while when it is all nicely converted. Right, thank you very much, people. We have ourselves a bale trailer. Like I say, with straps as well. This is going to take me a little while to pick these up. So I'll probably do a few and then get it completed. Yeah, start the small field because I think it's going to have less in, isn't it? And yeah, I don't think there's hardly any in this field, is there? So there we go. Look at that, it looks like a sort of shredded wheat, doesn't it? Very cool. Now, where shall we go? Oh, that way. Because I think we'll fit another one in there, won't we, by the look of that? Right, let's try this. Because the wheel arches have got collisions on, as you can see. That would actually fit in that way, I think. As you can see, we do have straps. Happy days. There's another one down there. We'll grab it that way, I think. Oh, there's one there as well, right behind. Just trying to stack them the best way. Well, we should get another one there. That would fit, wouldn't it? So it looks like we only got 4 bales off of that field, but that's fine. Wasn't expecting many. But there we go. Let's get a strap on that one and a strap on that one. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Let's move on to the next field. So 1600 litres of straw on the back. Now this field is a different story. We do have quite a few here, which is good. I think what we'll do, let's just park about there. And we'll take that strap off. We do have quite a few up in this corner where we had to unload. Oh, gotta be careful we don't knock them off. I should be able to get 4, maybe even 5 along there, that row. Four, I think. Definitely 4. Quite enjoying this, you know, all this sort of old school way of doing things. Just nudge that in a little bit better. Happy days, that's on there. Gotta stop saying that, happy days. I do apologise, it seems to be my favourite saying at the minute. 3 in there, do you think? Maybe? We'll see. If not, I'll swap it about. That's a pretty cool trailer though, I must admit. I'm glad I chose that one. Yeah, that's not really going to go, is it? I don't think. Well, we might get 2 like that. I'll just... Probably a bit overkill. It's all going to go on, isn't it? It doesn't really matter, but I'm just being stupid, I think. Trying to fit it all in there like that. I think that's going to go, though. Look at that. Tell you what, I was pretty good at Tetris, I'll give you that. Those two can go in there. Oh, right. Okay. Anyway, I will leave it there instead of boring you with all that. I will get this sorted out once we've got a full load. I will bring you back in, possibly when I'm loading the last bale up. So, see you shortly, people. There we go. Two left to go on. I think we'll just put them on the back here. Pretty easy task that. Quite enjoyed it, if I'm honest. So there we go. Let's jump in to tractor. And we will put the straps down. 9,600 litres of straw. Where are we heading to? Hopefully somewhere that's going to make us a fair decent amount of money. Livestock market oat Balaron 117. So as you can see, again, January the best price 147. So about 30 euros short. That's not a huge amount. So where is livestock market? Up there. What are these yellow dots? Is that where the... They weren't on there before, are they? That must be where the collectibles are then. That's a bit random. I've never... Right, we're going over there. Never seen that before on a map. What's gone on? I don't think this map's had an update. That's baffled me. Oh well, that makes our life a bit easier if we are struggling for money. And there is one there now. It's flashing on the map. We'll grab that. Awesome. Right. Where do we need to pull into? I think about here. So we'll undo the straps. Hopefully sell that one all one go. Awesome. Yes, another 1,400 euros just over. Fantastic. 3,380. Oh, I'm so pleased with that. There's a massive dip there. Whoa, that struggled there, didn't it? I am absolutely chuffed to bits for that. Happy days. Right, I want to check some of these fields because I think some of them are going to need a bit of work, you know. Oh, looks like we might have missed something there. So, yes, liming. Look, that needs liming. Does that one need anything? No, that's okay. That has actually got a stage of fertiliser on it. It's a bit weird how some of them have been fertilised and some haven't. That is our field. That actually needs ploughing. But again, we won't do that, I don't think, until we are going to expand that area because we're going to use the plough for that anyway. Does that need anything else? It does need lime, but again, if we extend the field, that will need it. Sorghum field will need liming as well. God, there's lots to do. We haven't got a spreader or nothing like that yet. So, lots to do. Is there any contracts? If that ploughing one's there, oh, it's gone. Although there is a cultivating one. Field 1. Where is field 1? Just there. Maybe we could do that, guys, just to end the episode. And I think we will leave it there. Let's grab that before that disappears. So we will accept that. We do have our own cultivator. we can manage that. The harvester can stay there again. I know it's sort of near someone's field, but that'll be fine because that can be left there in preparation for the canola field. Right, yeah, back to the yard. Grab our... Ooh, there's another cheese, look. Yeah, I think we've only grabbed 3, so... Okay, that's fine. A little bit of help here and there is fine with me. That is tiny, that field. We're not going to get a lot off of there. Maybe one of those fields, the bigger fields, we could put sorghum into one of those, because again that is going to give us a lot more. I might leave this out actually and get that converted back to a trailer or not. We'll just leave it there, that's fine. Right, where's the cultivator? Over in this shed. I've not used this fella yet, but it looks pretty cool. It's definitely looks vicious. Right, field 1 I think was just past the road that leads us to the shop. A very productive episode, I feel, though. Lake there, we can grab water when we need that for the sheep and cows. I think, no, the cows probably won't. Oh, actually the sheep might not take water either if it's a sort of little barn, isn't it? I don't know if it's classed as a barn or a pasture. Right, let me just check we are actually on field 1 before we get carried away. We are. I did think it was. There we go, look at that as well, we're going 9 miles an hour. Now any contracts as well, we're not going to, you know, fully complete the contract. As soon as it says 100% done, that is it, we are out of here. We haven't got time or money to waste like that, ruining our equipment. 10% complete already. Just missed the hedge there, little bush, whatever that is. Working quite well though, this cultivator. I like the way it spins round. Let's get in a little bit closer, shall we? The dirt flicking up. Let's have a little look from our view. Look at that. Awesome. %34 complete. This isn't going to take very long, is it, at all? Again, that's a beauty with using equipment like this on a map like this. Oh, it's alright, we've missed a little bit there. I'm sure that won't matter. I don't know if you can hear, but every now and then you hear the noise of the like saw going, but like the sawmill. But the sawmill's right up that far end where we just were for the livestock market for the bales. So I don't know why we're quite hearing that, but right, we're just over halfway, guys. 51% complete. going to go one more across and down, and I think we'll just try and sort of do up and down. We should be able to spin right round with this tractor. There we go. Very, very cool. Yeah, I'm not sure how long this episode's going to be. I know I said we'll try and keep them around 30 to 40. But I slightly went over, didn't I, last one? Hopefully I am forgiven. Right, we're just... go something like this, and spin around, and then we'll go something like this. This is going to be a lot quicker now. So what are we actually reading now? Come on, give us an update. Where are we at? We haven't completed it already, have we? I haven't seen anything pop up. No, we're 93. Oh, there we go. It does it now. 92%. I bet it's going to leave just a tiny little strip, isn't it? There we go. Let's spin around. We might as well do the whole lot. Oh, there we go. We are finished. Awesome. Let's collect our winnings. It's not really winnings, is it? Earnings. That is the one I was after. So that puts us up to 3,617, which is a lot better. That changed as well quick, didn't it? Awesome. But I think we will leave it there for that episode, guys. Really enjoyed that one. I hope you did too. If you did, smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. That would be awesome. And don't forget to smash that bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. I'm just trying to get a good view of my flat cap. Stay frosty.